Good morning. It is 6:28 a.m. on what day is it? Tuesday, January 26th, 2016. I'm Christiana Ellis and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. I was up later than I should have been last night watching the first episode of Sci-Fi's The Magicians, which is based on a trilogy of books. Good morning, Luna. Linda's feeling better, by the way. I took her to the vet as I described yesterday, and the vet, felt her leg, worked it around, felt her foot, and did all of that stuff, and it was pretty sure there was nothing broken or anything. So, we're working on the theory that it's just like a strain or a sprain. We got her some pain medications. But she already seems a little better today, so fortunately seems to be not super serious. So that's good. Often when oh boy, I'm already distracted. So there's a couple of things that I could talk about. One is that I saw the Hateful Eight on Sunday. Didn't talk about it yesterday because I was distracted by Luna Little Dog and the injured paw. But I liked it but didn't love it. It's I said this on Twitter already, but basically the issue is that I'm a big fan of Tarantino generally, and so a lot of his directorial quirks and traits are not for everybody, not necessarily, but I generally like them, and so I figured, even though I had heard from people who didn't like the movie, I figured I was going to be, receptive audience at least. But I kind of was glad that I went in with slightly tempered expectations, and so I didn't hate it. I liked it. I enjoyed my time, but it's very long and very slow. You could call its pace deliberate. I was almost kind of digging it for a while, but it's also just feels like it's wanted to be a miniseries or something, or a novel, because it just kind of has a lot of dialogue scenes that go on without really advancing the plot at all. And it's one thing if you're doing that because you want to just really establish these characters with depth. Luna is chewing on some plastic thing under the desk. Little dog. Okay, I don't really care enough about Hateful Eight to go on much longer. I thought it was okay, but it's very long and very slow, and then of course it gets very bloody at the end, which is somewhat predictable, but if you don't like that, then you shouldn't be going to see a Tarantino movie in the first place. Sorry, that's just kind of one of the things that he does in his movies. Anyway, the other thing I could do just a brief cover on is the first episode of The Magician's Show. Leave that alone, please. Ugh. Cannot pick things up with my feet very dexterously. I really like the book series that The Magicians is based on. I'm excited to watch the show. So far, I only watched the first hour's worth because I was already up late. But I think it'll be good. I really dig the feel of it, even though they're obviously going to it's going to diverge at least a little bit from the books, in the sense that it looks like in the books we follow mainly one character and only get glimpses of another here and there, and it's not until book 2 that we get the whole story of what happened to that other character in the meantime during the first book. But in this one, it looks like we're going to be cutting back and forth between them throughout, which I think is a good choice, but it also is obviously going to disrupt the pacing. And also, it's just going to, at some point, I wonder how long it's going to take before they unite, because that would be a while if they were really just following the plots of the books, but they seem to already be accelerating things a little bit. In any case, I like it so far. I'm going to keep watching for now. Boy, I felt like there was another topic that I wanted to get to, but I'm already at 5 minutes, and you know what? I'll talk to you tomorrow for 5 more minutes.